Okay, let's talk about acting for a minute. We're about to dive into an idea that might totally flip the script on how you judge a great performance. It's something that challenges the very definition of what we think makes an actor truly talented.
You know that phrase, right? We've all said it. It's probably the most common criticism you can throw at an actor. You see them pop up on screen and you think, yep, there they are, doing that same thing they always do. It's basically code for saying they're limited, or maybe not even that good.
But hang on a second. What if we've been looking at this all wrong? What if, for some actors, in just the right roles, that narrowness, that one specific thing they do so well, isn't a weakness at all? What if it's actually their superpower?
And this brings us to a really cool concept we're going to call alignment. Now, this isn't about an actor showing off by transforming into someone completely different. It's the opposite. It's when a role is so perfectly designed to fit an actor's specific, maybe even limited, set of skills, that their supposed weakness becomes the performance's greatest strength.
So, to really see how this works, let's look at a perfect example. Our first case study is an actor who gets this criticism all the time. I'm talking, of course, about the master of minimalism, Kristen Stewart.
So in the movie Personal Shopper, Stewart plays a woman who is just emotionally stuck. She's grieving the death of her twin brother, and she's just waiting, hoping for some kind of sign from the afterlife. Her entire character is defined by this kind of emotional numbness, this inertia. And, well, that is a perfect setup for Kristen Stewart's signature style.
And here's where it gets brilliant. The film itself is actually built around her performance. Instead of asking her to change, the director creates a world that enhances her stillness. The movie is all about atmosphere, not big dramatic scenes. It frames her grief not as some loud, messy explosion, but as this quiet, ongoing state of suspension. And that right there is the key. The film takes what would be seen as a flaw in any other movie, an actor's emotional stillness, and makes it the central theme of the story. Her supposed limited range becomes this incredible asset because her character is someone who literally doesn't know how to process her loss. The performance and the film, they're in perfect alignment. All right, so let's switch gears completely and see how this idea applies to a totally different type of actor. We're not talking about minimalism anymore. We're talking about a performer whose main strength is just massive, undeniable star power. Let's talk about Jennifer Lopez. In the biopic Selena, J.Lo isn't asked to disappear into the character through a bunch of subtle internal acting. No way. She's asked to do the exact opposite, to just explode on screen with all of that incredible energy, that charm, that larger-than-life stage presence that made the real Selena Quintanilla a superstar. The role of Selena is just perfectly aligned with everything Jennifer Lopez naturally brings to the table. The part is designed to leverage her inherent warmth and charm. It leans right into her confidence, her ability to just command a stage. The character is written to be inspiring, to show resilience and optimism, which fits Lopez's acting style like a glove. And because of this perfect alignment, what some people might call her one-dimensionality actually becomes a huge asset. She doesn't need to show us some deep, complex inner turmoil. She just needs to be the icon, this aspirational, beloved figure. And because the role is so in sync with what she does best, she carries the entire movie. So looking at these two very different examples, we start to get a whole new framework for what can make a performance truly great. It proves there's more than just one way to get there. So on one hand, you have range, the thing we traditionally praise. That's about transformation, big emotional fireworks, actors breaking out of their comfort zone. But on the other hand, you have alignment. This isn't about transforming, it's about occupying a role. When an actor fits a part so well, it's like a second skin. It's not about emotional extremes. It's about pinpoint specificity. The whole game shifts from the actor expanding their habits to a film being brilliantly designed around those habits. Which really just leaves us with one final question to think about. When a performance works this perfectly, when an actor and a role are so seamlessly aligned that you can't imagine anyone else playing that part, does it even matter if they have range? Or is that perfect, undeniable fit its own form of genius?